11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
What is up, everybody? Happy Friday night. Welcome to the Just Too Sweet Show. As you can see, Eric is still missing in action after that dastardly, brutal, horrible assault backstage that we still have not solved. We'll get into it because I have suspects. And we're going to solve this mystery of who attacked my partner, my tag team partner. Just in case you don't know, I am Mr. Big Sexy Tim Tabala. With me, though, is the only man who could take Eric's very large shadow of a spot. Dave, Mr. Miller, the Hollywood Dave, the third man. Dave, what's going on?
Boom. Nothing much. I'm still baffled by it. Baffled by this. Like, how does this happen? Like,
Security was very laxing. Like I said, I have a couple suspects I'm going to bring up. I think you have a couple suspects too. Maybe we'll try to solve this mystery. We have no idea when Eric's return is coming, but it should be coming pretty soon. But you know what, Dave? I think me and you, because we do all the pre-shows together. I think me and you deserve a special theme song of our own.
Really?
Yes, absolutely.
What'd you have in mind?
I think it should be something like this. Where'd it go?
Okay.
We'll put our names there. Outstanding.
Fantastic.
What a great remix, too.
It just worked out so well together. Oh, man.
We will get into that, too. That's going to be the fun part of the show. Well, you know what? Let's start off with that, as a matter of fact. We'll start off with AEW, try to knock some of that out of the way. We missed a lot of stuff the last couple of weeks. But, yeah, they put MJF, Adam Cole together. Didn't think it would work out. Turns out it was the best thing probably in wrestling over the last couple of weeks. They lost the tournament. They are not the tag team champions. It's looking as though everyone thought MJF was going to be the guy that turned, of course, because that's just what he does. But it's looking like Adam Cole is the one that's going to be the one to turn. Dave, what do you think of the story? Do you like that story? Do you wish they would have stayed a little longer? What do you think of MJF as kind of – I mean, he still has his asshole tendencies, but he's been a face, talking with the crowd, shaking their hands, taking pictures. What do you think to do MJF in this tag team?
Oh, man. Again, this was something that wasn't expected, and I just wish AEW would have just changed whatever plans they had and just kept rolling with it. I know that they have this big event in London at the end of August, where they need a good main event pay-per-view, and what better main event pay-per-view to have than Adam Cole and MJF for the AEW championship. But when you have something this hot, you need to make a quick U-turn. This should have kept going. This should keep going, honestly. This is fantastic. All their little like vignettes that they've had where they allege that I guess MJF had slept with 4 women at the bar, then they're playing video games, and him kind of giving himself up like, you know, I never play video games because I have no one to play with. And then he's like, you know what? You're going to play with me. And then they get along. And then where I thought it was going to be MJF to turn on him was when they fought Sammy Guevara and Daniel Garcia, that they started off with the entire dance-off.
Mm-hmm.
That to me, I was like, whoa, seeing MJF like this, like he was dancing, like it's just something we don't see. He doesn't play to the crowd like that. He's always insulting them and messing with his opponents, but never that much where he's actually becoming cheered for it. So yeah, right now essentially he'd be a face, no?
I'm assuming. I
And
mean,
if
it
it's
looks like it.
yeah, if it's Adam Cole that turns on him, which is what I think might happen at All In. Oh, I don't know how they're gonna do this with MJF. Like, does he stay a face?
I don't know. Do we want a face MJF? I don't think we do.
I don't think so either.
I don't think so. Um,
Like, it's good with Adam Cole. Like, a face MJF is good like this because he's like, it's sort of like with Austin and Kurt Angle. You know, they were heels, but like they still played off of each other, and technically they could have been considered faces.
yeah,
But by them, like by himself, I don't think that'd be good.
yeah, that's true. I don't know, but I've been enjoying it immensely too. Like I said, my two favorite wrestlers right now are those two, and having them together has just been a joy each week. And I mean, the fact that they're gonna face each other, I'm fine with that too because I think it's gonna be an outstanding match. It's gonna be great. So I am looking forward to it. But like I said, the last couple of weeks have just been so goddamn fun. And look on MJ's face when Adam Cole came out with that song. He remixed their songs together. It was like a little kid, matching outfits, matching trunks, double clotheslines. It's just been
It's a double clothesline thing,
double
man.
clothesline. It's just been so fucking hilarious. Rick, what's up? Rick is checking in. MJF at his best. Yeah, he's
Yeah,
I know he's as a heel, he's just. I, mean,
phenomenal.
I told my kid, I said, if we ever go get to meet him, he might, pick on you or make fun of you or throw something at you. You got to just roll with it. Can't get mad because this is what he does. He yells at all the little kids, and I think that's fucking outstanding. So I'm not happy with them splitting up. I'm also not happy with him kind of being the face, but I guess they want that swerve. Everyone expected MJF to turn, but Adam Cole might turn now. We'll
Yeah,
see.
the I saw, I think it was a TikTok video where they were showing like, oh, where have we seen this before? And it was from NXT with Roderick Strong and Adam Cole, where he gives him a hug, and instead of giving him like a normal like hug like this, he gives him a hug but with like his fist like this, sort of kind of like a knife in the back, and that
Mm-hmm.
was the exact same thing they did with MJF, and they kind of like they played to it, like that's where the camera panned to. So that's where everyone's getting that it probably is going to be Adam Cole that turns on him.
It's not going to be fun. All right. Like you said, I agree. I think AEW realized they had something as hot as that. They should switch their plans, but
And
whatever.
and I mean, it's the only match right now announced for All In, which is Raul here pointing. He's wondering what all the other matches are going to be. As of right now, they've sold, I think, what, 68,000 tickets, and this is the first match that has been announced.
Mm-hmm.
That is, I wish Eric did not get attacked because I would like to see what he thought about it, because that's impressive. They
It
have
is.
one match that they've announced 3 days ago, and they already have 68,000 tickets sold.
Why isn't our name popping up, by the way? Our underneath our names. How come our name and shit isn't down there? Okay, let's
Interest, you are right. I don't know.
someone. You know why? Because someone comes on our fucking on our thing and messes with it. Because our background was completely different. So someone's on here playing games with it just too sweet. I can't have this. I'm gonna send a letter to the boss and to HR and say keep these people off our page.
It's the brand, right?
It's the brand. Yeah, see, exactly. Anthony's like, how am I supposed to know who you guys are? Exactly. And we don't have our titles on there. You don't know my title is where's Eric? Because I miss my tag team partner, man. How can you know what's going on without our names up there? So I don't know. But let's jump on to something else real quick because we do have a big night coming up, especially with SummerSlam tomorrow. They released. This also has to do with AEW, actually, mostly. Peacock came out with an American Nightmare, whatever the hell it was called, Cody Rhodes documentary. I wanted to watch it definitely to see if it would kind of change my mind about him. I'm not a big Cody fan. I have never been a big Cody fan. I kind of thought he was like a wannabe Triple H type guy, with the suits and the whole presentation and all that kind of crap. I enjoyed the documentary, though. I know DC only made it halfway. We made it more than halfway, though, Dave.
I think I have like 15 minutes left of it.
Yeah,
It's essentially his return. Well, the Indies, AEW, and then his return back.
Yeah, which again, after that it goes into the injury and Roman and all that stuff. So you didn't really miss that much. But up to that point, which is probably the most important stuff, is the most interesting part. Like we've heard since he came back, there's only one goal he's had. It's Dusty's goal when he never got it there. It's the one dream he's had. But the most interesting part was when they they released this clip before the doc even aired. He mentioned he didn't leave AEW for money. He didn't leave because of other talent, which we know meant CM Punk or the Bucks or Kenny or whoever. He left for a personal reason. That's it. No other explanation, which kind of sucks. Kind of annoyed. But the best part is they cut to Triple H saying Cody didn't want to have his legacy or be part of a secondary organization like AEW. He just called him a secondary promotion. Tony Khan, not happy with that, had to sprout out the numbers because that's what Tony Khan does. He loves the word gate, the largest gate. We had the largest gate, meaning money, sold out show at a pay-per-view. How much money? $1 million, whatever it was for that one show. Dave, is this the beginning of something? Do you agree? Who do you agree with? I don't think Tony Khan's that far off. I think AEW has made strides. They're not WWE yet. They probably never will be, but they're solid competition at this point. I guess maybe. I don't know. What do you think?
I don't know if they're competition to say the least. Mm-hmm. They're not at the WCW Monday night.
They're alternative. That's what we should call them. Alternative.
Yeah. But like I just stated before, like you can't say TNA has never gone and sold a 60,000 seat stadium. Mm-hmm. They've never done that. AEW right now is on pace to do that, to sell out Wembley, one of the biggest stadiums in the UK. That right there has to be impressive enough for them to be considered some sort of competition. I'm not saying that they're going to outbid them or, be all this thing, because WWE is still top over that. They have their hands everywhere in the pot. They have the UK, they have Canada, they have Saudi, Australia, all these other places where AEW hasn't really gone there. And we can say maybe if the pandemic doesn't happen, AEW is already there. Maybe they're a little bit more competition. But for the pandemic to happen, they had to stay put. This London show was one that they had planned before, I think back in 2021. But you had the pandemic things happening, and they were just hosting out of dailies for the longest until things cleared up. So if the pandemic doesn't happen, maybe it's a little bit different. But for them to still be at this point, what are we now? 4 years in? Mm-hmm. And they're already almost going to sell out this entire football stadium. They have to be considered some sort of competition. I wouldn't say they're second rate like Triple H is saying, but he always has to throw a little jab in there to AEW whenever he has a chance, like he did at the DX Hall of Fame thing, where he said that Vince McMahon would buy AEW and fire Billy Gunn from there as well, or he called him that pissant company.
The pissant company, yeah.
So
that was great.
And Anthony, I don't know if TNA has ever tried to go, but even if they did, I'm pretty sure they're not selling out anything more than 10,000 seats.
Well,
if it's a sellout.
Where is Eric? We talked about this, Anthony. Eric was attacked backstage. It's an unsolved case. We do have suspects. We will reveal our suspects in a few minutes. It's ongoing. He is also missing at this moment. So he might have went back to parts unknown to heal, to regather himself, to reinvigorate himself. But we'll talk about that in a second.
That rehab is rough.
From what I've heard. It's a tough rehab for Eric, but he'll be back, stronger than ever. Tony Khan talking, he doesn't factor the rest of what WWE Empire brings to the table, though. Exactly. Let's see, have we ever tried to? No. TNA's never tried to go anywhere. Never got anywhere. Yeah, it's going for the long build. Too long, my friend. Too long. Too long. But
so from the first, like, what is the thing that stood out from you most from Cody's documentary that you did not know about?
I guess how popular he got in the indies. Because when he was gone, he was gone. Like, I didn't know he was anywhere until he hit. I knew he was in Japan. I knew he was a Bullet Club guy. And I was just like, well, that figures. Everyone goes there and becomes fucking Bullet Club, and becomes a world champion there, but whatever. But yeah, he was actually, I couldn't believe how popular he was, how popular it became. And I guess AEW is not where he made his name. That's where he made his name, the Indies, and he was everywhere too.
Yeah.
It wasn't a promotion that he probably didn't walk in and win a belt at. Screw fucking Long Island Iced Tea, that dude. Zack Ryder. This dude had every title. But no, he's I have nothing personal against Cody. Nothing at all. I don't see the big deal that everyone else sees in him. I mean, he's better than Stardust. I will, no problem. He is way better than that gimmick. He deserves better than that. Is he the world champion kind of guy? I guess we'll find out. I do think he will end up beating Roman, actually. I don't think Roman's losing anytime soon. Roman's got like 400 days to beat Hulk Hogan. That sounds like a lot.
400 still?
Something like 300, 400, something like that. He
still has an entire year to still hold that damn belt?
I think he has at least a year. Yeah, because Bruno Sammartino's next. And then it's Hogan. So he may have that title a lot longer than we all want him to. But even I'm kind of like, all right, dude, it's time to drop that title. But
well, he said in the documentary, he states that he wants that the belt his dad never held was the World Heavyweight Championship, which is the one that technically now Seth has.
True. No.
Yeah.
No, I think he wants the WWE title, isn't it?
I thought it was the World Heavyweight.
I think it's the WWE. I think he wants the WWE. Because remember, Dusty won but lost. He didn't win. It was a technicality, or they brought it back.
Because it was a count out.
It was a count out.
So you don't win the championship that way.
Yeah, so it was something stupid. So he got robbed of that, and that was when he was the WWW, like the 5 WFs back in the day. So I don't know. I thought it was a WWE championship.
Well, Roman's is what, the undisputed WWE Universal Champion?
But Dusty won the big belt, though, the WCW. Didn't he win the WCW title? Yeah, he was WCW champion. He took it from Flair.
He did?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
I know he did. I know he was NWA.
Yes, that's the same shit, the same belt.
Is it? No, the big gold is not the NWA. The NWA is the 10, what the hell, the 10-pound belt.
Wait, we gotta look it up now.
WCW doesn't count.
Wait, we gotta look up Dusty Rhodes, baby.
So, I mean, so for me, I liked how it kind of fed into like his startup, like where he began, what he did, and I didn't really realize it like back in the day. I was still a little bit young when Dusty was getting inducted. Just how like eloquently Cody has talked about his dad, and you can tell even like when he's sitting down in the interview, he's just getting choked up, talking about these stories, how his dad, like he never knew, even though he did know, his dad never showed that, they were struggling at any point in his life.
Yeah. Yeah, that was the love for his father is undeniable. And yeah, he was very, he can't get through a conversation without crying about his dad. Yeah. So,
and you could tell also and it's just something that I guess fueled his fire when he left, the whole Dusty's Kids thing. All the NXT guys were Dusty's kids, and it's like
actually that I did like. Kid. Yeah, that I did like a lot. I thought that was kind of fucked up. That, and then here's Roman winning, here's Seth winning, here's all Dusty's kids winning, and he's never won that title. So that is interesting. Look, Rhodes was a 3-time NWA World Heavyweight Champion. That's the same. That's the same belt.
No, it says okay. So Raul says the NWA belt changed to the big belt when WCW took over.
It's the same belt, though. It's the same title. I think he wants the WWE Championship. He's going to have to beat Roman for that one. That's what I'm saying. That's the one he wants. He wants the Universal Super Genesis. What the fuck that belt's called now? So
the Intergalactic Champion.
Yeah, whatever the hell that shit is. No, but you're right though. The whole Dusty's Kids thing, and him kind of saying, quit. You don't like where you are, just fucking quit, walk away. But meanwhile, he coached, Sasha Banks to a title, Charlotte Flair to a world championship, and Seth and all these guys. And he's like, meanwhile, telling his own kid, go quit and do something else if you don't want to do it. It's kind of fucked up.
But I mean, I think he also he kind of saw like he had to do that. He had to leave and make it on his own because WWE wasn't going to do much with him.
Yeah.
Because even like after they wanted to leave him as Stardust, which is crazy after his dad
Stardust.
passing away and everything. It's like, no, we're gonna keep you as Stardust, and it's like, why?
Yeah, but even though he even said it though, he didn't want to turn back right
No,
after.
right away. But then he said
Yeah.
eventually, like when he had the Summerslam fight with Stephen Amell, that he
Mhm.
was ready. Okay, this is where the Stardust story should end.
Yeah. No, I
And
agree with that.
yeah, he said that he told Triple H and Vince is like that only the next time I'm gonna put that suit on is because to tell the story of how I'm taking it off. And they were like, nope.
That is messed up. That was a little messed up. Hey, look, our names are back.
There we go. Oh, I have to stop Penny for your thoughts. Jeez. um, yeah, and what I found very interesting was that he was saying that while he was at the live event and stuff like that, that he would have just a tin can or tin cup with whiskey and Gatorade and just be drinking there, watching it at the monitor. And he's like, I didn't want to get drunk. I was just seeing if I could get fired, and because he knew he wasn't going to get fired.
Yeah, that was fucked up. But I know I have a good memory of Stardust. I think I've told that story 100 times. I don't tell it again. I don't have to. But it was beneath him. I will give him that. He was way better than that character. I like Dashing Cody Rhodes personally.
I did too.
I thought that was a funny. That was a kind of like a Kane thing. Where Kane thought he was burnt up and ugly. That's why he wore the mask, but there was nothing wrong with his face.
Yeah.
That was the whole thing. It's that Cody was the same thing. He thought he was ugly and disfigured, but there was nothing wrong with his face. That's what made it funny or made it interesting. So
I think he's done. So like I liked that. I also liked when he teamed up with Sandow, that they were the tag team. That he had the mustache and he would comb the mustache every single week. It'd come out there. Like he's had good gimmicks where he's put it over, and he just wasn't taken to that top level.
oh, now they got no choice. And now the best part was, they said Vince flew to his house personally with Bruce Pritchard to get him back. So that was a whole, that was a big deal.
Had to be with Bruce, right?
And I'm sure he loved every second of it because. But no, I said I would still love to hear the reason, that personal reason he decided to leave. Was it CM Punk? Was it Tony Khan?
He said it was no talent, right? So, but how can it be personal and not be talent? Unless it was Tony Khan.
It might have been Tony Khan.
Because he's not talent. Technically, he's the owner.
That's true. They said it was about money either, which I don't know.
I don't think he's paying everybody.
When you start a company like that, I don't understand that.
He's paying everyone, and unfortunately, now it looks like we'll never get to see, unless some sort of forbidden door happens between WWE and AEW. But it doesn't look like we're getting Kenny or the Bucks or Hangman in WWE. Maybe Hangman, he's still young, but the Bucks and Kenny, I know they're towards the end of their careers.
And I know they anyone wondering, they re-signed with AEW extensions. Do you know how long? How long they did it for?
I said multi-year.
Multi-year.
So at least 2.
So we're not getting them anytime soon.
No.
I guess they didn't want to go. This was their shot to leave.
Either the money was good, or they didn't want to
go. Hang on, let me make it this banner here.
I mean, if you think about it this way, let's think about it from a Eric perspective. If they leave AEW, they're gonna get so many fans hating on them, like, oh look, they ended up leaving after they said all this stuff that they started. They wanted to change the world and the elite this, the elite that. So maybe that was another reason they're like, okay, we can't leave right now.
Well, real quick though, let me ask you, AEW altogether. What's the state of what is the state of the AEW, you think, right now? Have they improved? Is it still the same way? Like to me, like you said, MJF, Adam Cole was the best thing they got going. Everything else is still kind of.
Well, now we have CM Punk as the real heavyweight champion. What the hell does that even mean?
Walking around with a bag and a fucking a pillowcase.
And he what is it? He NWO'd the AEW championship belt, put an X on it.
Yeah. He's straight edge again, I guess, maybe? I don't know.
Well, yeah, he said he's straight edge, but he said that his belt is the real heavyweight belt, and he's actually fighting Ricky Starks. He's defending it since he's never lost it with Ricky Starks tomorrow night.
I don't know.
I don't know who's watching that over SummerSlam.
I tape it. but yeah, I'm not gonna watch it over Summerslam. That's for damn sure. Yeah, I don't know why they would make that show on on Saturday night when they know WWE's pulling pay-per-views on
Well, because
Saturday.
that Collision is, yeah, exactly. I guess this is like their way to TK's way of trying to get people to watch his free show over
Never gonna happen.
the PLE now, which I
Never
think
gonna happen. Never gonna happen.
No.
Overall, I look. I record AEW every week. I only record Wednesday and Saturday. I ain't bothered with that Friday bullshit. I'm enjoying it.
Well, I think they have
Again,
different little
nothing
good
great.
things.
Yeah, but Billy Gunn laid his boots down in the ring. Don't know if he's really gone. Might be. I mean, that dude's in his fucking 60s and he still looks good.
Yeah.
Or 50, late 50s, and he still looked good. He was still doing it, but it is time for him to go. A couple of guys, it's time for them to go. That Blackpool Combat Club, I think, is a fucking waste of time.
And well, I think they're gonna drag it on until Brian could come back.
He just had surgery. When is he? He's going to be out a while. He broke his arm. So I don't know what they're going to do. But
you have your pluses like Jack Perry now, FTW champion.
We're going to get into him right now. Well, you know what? That's a good segue because ESPN released and the banner I think is misspelled. It is. I don't care. Let me fix it because it looks dumb. Yeah, ESPN released a list of their top wrestlers. Oh, that's Bash at the Beach.
Oh, getting way ahead of ourselves.
Under the age of 30. And they went beyond the top 10. They had honorable mentions, and I just made sure I saved every fucking one of them because, again, how a couple of these guys are on here, and like I said, like a Jack Perry is not, makes me insane. So here, this is ESPN and not us. ESPN's top 10 pro wrestlers under 30 in the world today. Number 1, MJF. No one's going to argue that, right?
Nope.
And I don't think anyone can argue that.
Rightfully so.
Number
He'd
2.
be number 1 over 30 or
yeah,
over 25, whatever in general.
Number 2, Rhea Ripley. I won't argue. I might disagree a little bit, but I see it. She is over here. The Judgment Day is down here. She's up here. So I'm not going to argue with that one. Number 3, Theory. You like Theory?
Wow.
It might be a little high.
So I personally like Austin Theory. I don't think right now he's doing that great. I think that belt needs to come off him real quick. Mm-hmm. But I'm not putting him at 3. If you look at accomplishments, sure. He won Money in the Bank. He's been at WrestleManias. He's beat John Cena. He's the U.S. champion. But to me, 3 is
that's a little rough.
Yeah.
All right. Let's keep going, and we'll see. We'll start moving guys around. Number 4, I can never pronounce it. The Viking guy. What's it? El Hijo del Viking. What's that guy's name?
El Hijo del Vikingo. So the son of the Viking.
That's why I like having an Hispanic gentleman with me on the show when we do wrestling, because I can't pronounce those names. They got him at number 4. Though I can't say nothing because I don't know him. I only know him from the last pay-per-view.
So he is very, very talented in that ring. He does some things that I'm like, I see him and I'm like, wow, how did he not just kill himself? And he doesn't, and he does it on a nightly basis. I will give him, I didn't know he was under 30. Maybe I wouldn't put him at 4 just because I wouldn't put him over Theory right now. Let's just say that. Because I feel like Theory has more TV time than Mr. Vikingo does.
Okay. Now we're getting crazy. Number 5, we're already getting crazy. Dominic Mysterio. At number 5. Are you kidding me? And I'm not saying the guy's not talented because, I mean, how can you not be? The kid's probably been wrestling since he was 3. So, but at number 5, no freaking way. And wait, before you say anything, I'm going to give you the rest to see who he's over. Actually, I'll give you the next 2 to tell you who he's over. Braun Breaker at 6. Carmelo Hayes at 7. You're telling me he's better than those 2 guys? No freaking way. No way. All right, wait. Number 8, Konosuke Takashita. Don't know, don't care. Number 9, who I love, Liv Morgan, but she should not be in the top 10.
She should not be in the top 10.
No. And number 10, Logan Paul. Again, I give the guy all the credit in the world for what he's done in that ring, but he is not top 10 wrestler. He is not, because he doesn't wrestle every week. He's a fucking legend guy who comes in once every couple of months for a pay-per-view. Does not deserve to be in the top 10. So that's the top 10 right now, Dave. So go ahead. I know you want to say something about Dominic, especially over Braun Breaker and Carmelo Hayes. Really?
The only reason I have a problem with him going over them is that they've been at it a little bit longer than him, right?
Mm-hmm.
And Dominic, if we go back, if we delete this entire year of Dominic's work, he's not cracking this list. Let's be honest.
No.
No one wanted to watch him. He was with his dad. It wasn't until maybe like 3-4 months into the Judgment Day that people were like, okay, I see what Dom's doing. I see the mommy gimmick, all this looking like Eddie. Like, what was it? This past a couple weeks ago, I forgot what it was that they asked him. They're like, oh, like, do you feel like you can reconcile with your dad or something like that? And he's like, yeah, I think about it every day. When I go to bed, I really wish, I had the chance to reconcile with him. But since he's no longer here, rest in peace, Eddie.
Yeah.
It's what he's doing right now is good, and he's doing it on the main roster. What Breaker and Hayes are doing in NXT is good, but we know that it might not transition over to the main roster.
But is he 5 though? Is Dominic 5?
I need to look at this list.
Let's say Dominic.
Probably not. I wouldn't say
Breaker, Hayes, Takeshita, Liv Morgan, Logan Paul. Now, wipe out Liv Morgan and Logan Paul right now.
If we're basing it on this year, he's top 10. If we're basing it just on this year, if we're basing it just in general of their entire career,
he's at least at 10 then. He's at least at 10.
Yes. If it's this year, if we're basing it just on their entire year, on their entire career before 30, then yeah, there's where I'm like, okay, I think Breaker should be ahead of him. Hayes should be ahead of him. Logan should be way down on the list as well, but he still deserves to be on that list. Liv can be in the 20s.
All right, so wait. Now we said I know you're going to want to go through this now because let's see now who Dominic Mysterio is better than. At number 11, because we have the whole list here. Julia, she's from Stardom Promotion. Never heard of her. No. Can't say it. Number 12, Butch. Butch, I like him, but only thing I ever see him do is try to break your fingers. I don't know. He might be good. He might not be good. I don't know.
He's good. He's just being right. Well, allegedly, Triple H wants to switch him back to Pete Dunne, but because the Brawling Brutes got a little bit over, he's been stuck at the Butch thing. I would like to see him as a singles guy because in NXT he was pretty good as a singles guy.
Yeah, enough with the Brawling Brutes. 13. Here we go. Jack Perry, Jungle Boy.
See, he'd be in my top 10.
I agree 100%. I said when I hear Logan Paul, Dominic Mysterio, I'm like, I don't know. Jack Perry, I think deserves to be up in that top 10.
Hold on, Sammy Guevara's not on this list. How old is Sammy?
He got to be over 30, I hope, because if he's not over 30, he's not on this list. That's a fucking crime.
He better be over 30. He's 30 on the dot.
There you go. That's why.
He turned 30. No. See, he turned 30 July 28th.
Well, it counts. It's August. It counts.
Yeah, but when did this list come out?
I just saw it today.
Because that's a travesty.
Well, he's 30. Doesn't count.
They should have done this list a week ago.
14, Wes Lee.
Okay, he's favorable there. I'm all right with him there.
15, Utami Hayashita. He's from Stardom Promotion. Don't know that. Never even heard of it. 16, Tony Storm. He's
okay.
27. Number 17, Dragon Lee. He's in NXT. Second generation Lucha Libre. I can't make the judgment about him yet. 18, Bandito. You know who
Okay.
Bandito is?
Yeah,
Okay.
he's in AEW.
19, Jamie Hayter.
See, I would have her over Tony.
Yeah, I
I
would
like
too.
Jamie Hayter more over her.
Yeah. 20, Wheeler Yuta, who I think is being destroyed by the fucking black idiot,
I was like,
whatever
that's
they
your
are.
boy right there.
Yeah, I think they're being destroyed by those idiots. So that they just suck. 21, Kaito Kiyomiya, Pro Wrestling Noah. That's a promotion. Pro Wrestling Noah, they're called. No idea. So here we get to the guys. I have no idea. Just like we watching AEW a couple weeks ago, and they're like, "Oh my god, here he comes!" And he comes out, and it's like I never like Hukasaki Mugabuda. I'm like, dude, you just ruined my whole night because I have no idea who that is. 22, Saya Kamatiani, also from Stardom. What is Stardom? I never even heard of Stardom.
I can be wrong here. People in the chat can tell me. I think Stardom is essentially like New Japan's women's wrestling.
Oh God. All right. Well, speaking of New Japan, number 23, Yoda Tsuji. Number 24, Jordan Grace, an independent wrestler.
Okay, I know her. She was big on TNA, I think is what it was.
She's only 5'3". Wow, that's pretty
Yeah,
funny.
but she's like muscular as hell.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
25, someone I thought we'd hear more of, Diana Peraza. Remember, she was everywhere for a while.
She was. I'm surprised she's so low on this. See, she should be. I would put her over Liv Morgan.
And she's still at Impact.
Oh, see, so yeah, Rose said Stardom is a New Japan Women's Wrestling League. Yeah.
Oh, Jesus. 26, Ilya Dragunov.
Okay. I like him more. He should be higher up on the list too.
I agree.
Definitely over Logan.
Masha Slamovich. If your name is Slamovich, you should have to be a wrestler. Also from Impact, GCW Impact. Masha Slamovich, 25. Number 28, Tyler Bate. I thought Tyler Bate was on his way to be a fucking superstar too for a while. What happened to him? 29, Daniel Garcia.
Oh, man, I like Daniel Garcia.
The AEW, I do too.
Sports entertainer.
And number 30, Shota Umino, also from New Japan.
Sheesh.
And then they even have more honorable mentions at the bottom. Look at this: Blake Christian, Cameron Grimes, the Creed brothers, Chris Statlander, Liv Rush, Maki Ito, Miyu Shamashita, Brandon Narita, Roxanne Perez, the Starlight Kid, Shun Skywalker. My new favorite wrestler is Shun Skywalker. Sonya Deville and Kyle Fletcher of Aussie Open. Those are your wrestlers right there. So immediately,
Cameron Grimes should be in the top 30.
Cameron Grimes, okay. I'll go with that.
Logan Paul, I get they want to put him on the list. He's been great with what he's done.
But he's not.
Should be no higher than 30.
No, I agree. I agree 100%. And I said I love Liv, but she don't belong on that list.
What's up, Terzio?
Terzio's here?
From
all the way from Colombia. Go to bed.
And he spelled it correctly, too.
Do some coke, something. Go to bed. I just mess with you, Terzio. Yeah, so like I said, Liv Morgan, Logan Paul. If Dominic is there, he's 10 for me. And I got your Jack Perry's up in the top 10. I got your Sammy Guevara, even though he just missed the age limit. You know, that's great.
Whoever decided to do that list right after his birthday, fire them right now, ESPN. They deserve to get fired. Sammy Guevara. Sammy Guevara should have been like 2 or 3.
Yeah, he definitely would have been up there.
I'll give him 3 because I still think MJF is 1 and Rhea would be above him for me.
Yeah, I agree. Resting on a busy day today. Okay, Terzio. Well, sit back, relax, and enjoy our SummerSlam preview because that's coming up right now. And the one thing I want to start with, Dave, before we even get there, something that even Raul posted it up before. The women are not happy because
on either show,
the AEW too, yeah. But the AEW is internal problems where they're saying that they're nasty locker room, no one gets along, they're all fighting, they're all that's one thing. WWE, they've all been cut from the card. Rhea Ripley is not defending the title tomorrow. None of the other women, I think, the tag titles either, right? Nothing. There's nothing
No,
going on women-wise.
Trish and Becky are being left off the show when they've been building up to this for months now. It doesn't make any sense, honestly.
So, I mean, I understand the women are getting a little crazy. But yeah, you know what? Let's get to it. SummerSlam 2023, baby.
We'll revisit this because after we go through the list, I want to see if you would cut any of these matches or you think, because I think the excuse was for time, but we've seen these shows going on long enough. It's a Saturday.
Well, even you think Rhea has been too busy running the Judgment Day. She hasn't had any threats, any fights, any even thought of a match, which is a disgrace. She's the freaking champion.
Which, you know what? Sometimes when that happens, like with your theory, I think is hurting from that right now. With Rhea, I'm not getting tired of her championship, of not defending it, because she still shows up on TV. She still cuts good promos. She's still out there doing her thing. So I'm all right with that. She doesn't have to defend it all the time. She's at that level where she should, but I'm not mad about it.
Well, like I said, let's see some of these matches where I'm like, okay, Rhea should be fighting instead of this Yoko
exactly.
or whoever. That's why it may change your mind. But the fact, like you said, the fact that they're cutting Becky and Trish after all this buildup is a sin.
Yeah,
and I really do feel bad for them. So we got them, no tag titles, no Rhea, and no Becky Trish, which is it. It's so stupid.
The payoff for that is going to be, I think this guy said it on like 2 Mondays from now when they're in Toronto.
Oh, for Trish?
Yeah, but it's on a Monday Night Raw. Like, what? It's SummerSlam. It's technically the second biggest pay-per-view of the year. Your feuds end here. This is like essentially your re-up. Like, your stories are ending here and you're going to have new ones come from it.
Mm-hmm.
So, I don't know.
I don't know. Yeah, it doesn't make any sense. All right, Dave. Take it away, my man. Let's get through these matches and see what we got going on. Tomorrow night, August 5th, from Detroit, Michigan, SummerSlam, 8 o'clock start. What's the first one we got?
You're looking at it, the SummerSlam Battle Royal.
Oh, baby. Oh, it's a Slim Jim Battle Royal, too. Ooh, yeah, Slim Jim, baby. I love it.
So, I you know what? I should have done this because they announced some of the people today on SmackDown that were going to be on there, and I'll tell you exactly who it was because this lovely thing doesn't tell us. As of right now, nope, that's not it. Oh, it's not going to tell me, are you?
I'll pop it up while you. Robbie dropping the ball. Trish regular. Oh, yeah, that's true, Raul. That's what we just said, man. It doesn't make any sense to have this build up and then no ending. It's the worst thing to do to a man. Have 2 women warm me up for so long that there's no happy ending. Worst thing you can do.
Okay, so right now 12 of the 25 confirmed participants have been announced. Those being The Miz, AJ Styles, Matt Riddle, Santos Escobar, Grayson Waller, Karrion Kross, Chad Gable, Otis, Shinsuke Nakamura, Tommaso Ciampa, Sheamus, and LA Knight.
And that's only the 12.
Yeah, it's only 12 of 25, so there's still 13 that they have not announced.
That means no one's going to care about that final 13. It's going to be filler. All right, Dave. My pick is obvious. I think it's everyone's pick. I know you're not happy about it, but I am going to easily go with LA Knight to win this Battle Royal.
It would make sense, right? Like, this is where they're flipping the script on him, getting that good pop at SummerSlam. It just makes sense that it would be LA Knight. Now we're talking about WWE here. We're talking about WWE. They're going to give us a swerve and give us Sheamus as winning this stupid Battle Royal for no reason because he doesn't need it.
Is this Battle Royal for anything? I didn't realize. Are they going? Is this to give you a title shot? Does it give you a nothing?
It's just a 25-man Battle Royal. Slim Jim SummerSlam Battle Royal.
You get a lifetime supply of Slim Jims. Ooh, yeah, I love it.
This is like your Andre the Giant one, essentially. But for SummerSlam, yeah, they might give you a big trophy with a Slim Jim on it.
It should be a Macho Man statue, huh? It should be a fucking Macho Man,
like just biting a Slim Jim.
That's what it should be. Stupid Vince or whoever. But yeah, I mean, like the obvious choice, LA Knight.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with you on that one too. I think again, this show is like your WrestleMania Junior. You have to have your high moments, and it should be LA Knight.
And LA Knight has officially taken over number one selling merchandise, passing Roman Reigns. So he's going up, up, up.
Did you hear what who was it that was it Russo said about LA Knight? He said that eventually this is gonna fade. And I'm on board with Russo, baby. This is gonna fade.
Let me tell you something. I know you don't like LA Knight, but let me tell you something. And I have to wait for Eric to get back from his rehab, because that dark side of the ring, I want to fucking choke Vince Russo out so bad. But if anyone has, Raul, I don't know if you watched it, but I'm going to save it. I'm not going to talk about it because I want Eric to be there.
Yeah.
But it's the Montreal screw job all over again, because you got 4 different stories, and I have caught Hogan lying officially, because I am going to pull up the footage of what he said originally on how the match was supposed to go, and then now him and Bischoff have a whole new story on how the ending was supposed to go. And then
Bischoff was
Russo.
there?
Yeah, Bischoff was there. I said we can't get into it right now. We gotta wait for.
You're right. That's another just too sweet.
But if you haven't watched it, you gotta fucking watch it, because it was the best episode of the year so far. But next week is Marty Jannetty. That's gonna be the good one, because that's the one where everyone's afraid of, because he's gonna reveal a lot of nasty shit. But Darkseid was really, first of all, Vince Russo too. The first thing Vince Russo says when it fades out of black, I hate wrestling, bro. I hate it. I fucking hate wrestling, bro. That's all he says. The people take it too serious, bro. It's just wrestling, bro. He's gonna say bro about 7,000 times. I wish I had $1 for every time that asshole said bro. I'd be in the fucking Hawaii right now, living the lap of luxury. But anyway, let's get back to that. Anyway, let's get back to this. That's an Eric episode we have to wait for. Oh, we do have a women's match.
We got one,
and it's the one that I don't want to hear.
We got 2.
Here you go. I don't want to see this. You
don't. It's Ronda Rousey versus Shayna Baszler in a MMA rules match.
Oh, they're gonna. Maybe they're gonna MMA fight. Maybe. Ronda never caught on for me. I don't know what it is about her. I don't like her. I don't want to see her. I don't want to see her in the ring. I just don't want to see her. I don't know what it is.
So when she first came in, I think for me she had some appeal at was it WrestleMania 34? I thought she had a good match, her and Angle versus Triple H and Stephanie. Then it was just everything else after that. I think she kind of hit a sour note with me when she was talking crap to like Becky. It felt like a shoot, because it was just like her at home, and she was talking crap about like, oh, this and this and that, like, oh, it's not that, she's not that tough, blah, 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 blah. Again, it could have been a shoot, could have been like Eric likes to say, a work, who knows. That's where I feel like she started to lose a couple of fans, and then there's just, you had Becky the man coming up there, you still have your Charlotte, you had Sasha at that time, where they kind of push Ronda a little bit more than the fans really wanted to. So I'll tell you who I want to win in this match, and I'm hoping it's Shayna, because she needs a hell of a win, because she's got into this main roster and not been used like she should have been. How she was in NXT, she felt like a threat. Here, she feels like a filler.
Yeah. No, I agree with you, and I'm also going to take Shayna, and just because I just don't want to see Ronda win anyway. But especially Ronda as a heel wasn't. I don't know. It's something about it that bugs me. I don't know what it is about it that bugs me. Maybe because she broke Turtle's arm on Entourage. I don't know. I don't know what it is, but I'm not a big fan.
In the movie.
Wow, here we go. Let's just call this match High Spot. The High Spot match.
So yeah, we had Logan versus Ricochet.
I love the fact, by the way, that Logan Paul took a shot at what's her name.
Oh, that's Samantha, his girlfriend.
That they're dating.
The ring announcer.
I love the fact he took a shot at her. I thought that was good.
It was. I don't know what to expect about this match, because I mean, they don't really do much technical wrestling, so this should be a lot of high spots, and it's not a like a hardcore match. So how many flips can you do? How much technical wrestling? I mean, no one's expecting a technical wrestling match from this. So are they going to go that route?
A lot of top rope, a lot of stuff like that they're going to be doing.
Yeah. Who do you think has this one?
This is a rough one though. Logan Paul hasn't been winning lately, right? He didn't win. He hasn't won, right?
He's lost his last two. He lost to Roman, and then he lost the Royal Rumble, and then he lost to Seth.
But Ricochet really needs a win too, and I feel like Logan Paul's there just to put on a show. But he did sign for like a year or two, so he does need a win. Fuck, you know what? I'm gonna go Logan Paul. Ends his losing streak. I'm gonna go Logan Paul with the win. Probably not fairly, but he's gonna. I think he's gonna win. Oh, his brother can't help him. His brother's fighting tomorrow night. So
Yeah.
all right. Well, I'm still gonna go. I'm still gonna go Logan Paul.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Logan on this one too. I think he gets the win here. I know he's not a part of full timer, but I think the win does a little bit more for him to come back and be this like attraction every now and then, kind of like Brock was.
Mm-hmm.
Where Ricochet, I mean, he's there every week and doesn't look like they're planning on using him anywhere else.
I agree. I agree with that.
All right, so we're moving up, and we got the Intercontinental Championship on the line with the Ring General Gunther versus Drew McIntyre.
I like. I'm looking forward to this match. I'm a big Gunther fan now.
Gunther's rough, man.
He is. He's a nasty, fucking hard hitting bully of a guy. And I'm not a big fan of Drew McIntyre, but I think finally he's going to be a really good, hard hitting, crazy ass match. Some, yeah, I'm going Gunther all the way.
Yeah, I think so. I think he's only a couple, what, maybe like a month or two away from passing Hawking Tom for the longest reigning Intercontinental Championship. I think this match opens the show. I think it's going to be another one of those matches that he had with Sheamus where he's just hard hitting and great way to open up the night.
We're all going to have fucking red marks all over their chest and all over their back.
Exactly. Insane. I think, I think Gunther also takes this, and I think I can say it. I don't know if you can agree, but he's made that championship relevant again.
Yeah, because who's going to beat him for it? Right now, nobody. He's almost like Roman. You can't see anybody beating him for that title.
Nope.
So yeah, no, I'm a big fan of him too, and I like everything about him. Like usually, I would be like, this entrance sucks. This guy's boring, but I love the fucking ring announcer. Ooh, the ring general. I love that shit. That shit makes me laugh every time. So yeah, I'm definitely gonna go Gunther. I don't see him losing yet.
Yeah, me either. He's not. I don't think he'll lose until they're ready to push him to that main event.
Which they better.
Yeah, they have to.
I don't want to see him on AEW in a year from now, fucking fighting for the South American Northeast West Collision fucking TNT title.
Let's hope not. And here's our second women's match of the night for the WWE Women's Championship. Asuka versus Charlotte Flair versus Bianca Belair.
Jesus, this one scares me actually.
So before you pick, I heard someone say this, and it made me rethink who I thought was going to win.
Okay, let me hear it.
So Charlotte Flair is 2 reigns away, I think, from passing, or is she 2 reigns from tying Ric Flair?
I think tying, right?
Tying, and the thought process is that will happen at WrestleMania. So WrestleMania 40. So she needs a championship soon. What better way to get it off of Asuka and still have Bianca look strong or whatever in a triple threat match?
Well, I'm going to be honest with you. I was picking Charlotte anyway.
Oh, you were.
I was picking Charlotte anyway, because I think the nightmare continues with this one winning a fucking title every 3 months.
Because what could technically happen is Charlotte wins it. Boom, she gets her 15th, right? And then Io cashes in.
That's true too.
And then she wins, and then bam, you get Charlotte with her one other championship reign. Now Io has a championship, and then you could just build Charlotte and Bianca for however long until WrestleMania that Charlotte challenges for whichever belt, gets her 16th.
What I would like to do, I would love Charlotte to get 17 and pass Flair, and then John Cena comes down and fucking gets his 17th and says, "No way, bitch. I'm John Cena. I'm gonna be 17. Fuck off." No, but I was picking Charlotte anyway. I really think Charlotte, she's gonna get to 17. She's gonna get to 17, and it's a travesty, but she's gonna get to 17.
I mean, if anyone should pass Flair, it would make sense if it's Charlotte.
It would. I think that's exactly what's gonna happen. If Cena didn't do it, it's gonna be his daughter.
Yeah. So Raul thinks
picking,
Asuka will win. That's where my pick was gonna go.
And did you change your mind after hearing that?
A part of me did, but I'm still gonna go Asuka on this one.
Okay.
All right. Next up, oh wait, I missed up.
Did you hear that they might have broken up, her and Andrade?
Aren't they married?
I think they stopped following each other on social media or something. You know, that whole social media bullshit.
No, I did not know that.
Here's my match.
So here we got for the, I'll tell you the exact name of it. It is the World Heavyweight Championship, Seth freaking Rollins versus the Judgment Day's Finn Balor.
Dave, I'm going. Okay, you go first. Then.
No, I thought you were gonna go. You weren't sure.
No, I'm very fucking sure.
Are you going with Seth?
Hell no.
No.
I'm going with fucking Finn Balor. It makes sense. It's SummerSlam. It was where he got hurt. I mean, he won the title all those years ago. I was there when he won that belt and had to give it up the following day to Seth. I think they play that the reverse. He's going to hurt Seth somehow. Win that title. Judgment Day is going to be massively strong because it's time to start bringing them down. And how do you bring them down? You have them hit the fucking top first. They're going to hit the peak, and that's when you start breaking them down because Ray's getting too popular for them. Way too popular for them.
Yeah.
It's only a matter of time before she's gone. So how do you get them to the top? Finn Balor wins the World Heavyweight Championship. Now you got the whole always has to watch his back because Damian Priest is standing there with that fucking suitcase. So I think that's going to be the next kind of storyline going on. Finn Balor to get his revenge over Seth freaking Rollins. I'm going to go with it.
Timmy.
That's how I'm hoping anyway because I really like Finn Balor. I think he deserves the title.
I 100% agree with you.
Nice.
My pick was going to be Finn Balor because I think, give him the belt. Give him the belt. I think he needs it more than Seth right now. It'd be nice to see him with the belt again. He never really got that run. And what is this, a seven-year itch?
Mm-hmm.
I want to see him with the championship again. It's been way too long. And it will be interesting to see how that plays out with, like you said, him and Priest. That already Priest has been like, is he going to cash in? Is he not? Where he kind of like messed up Finn that last time they fought, him and Seth, where he was gonna like looking like he was gonna cash in and then he stopped. Raul says Finn will win the title and Damian Priest will cash the suitcase and Priest will win the title at SummerSlam. If that happens, then you kill Judgment Day right there. It's over. Yeah. Everyone goes their separate ways.
Well, Rhea and Dom can survive together. The mommy and Dom thing can survive.
Yeah, that's why.
But I just think Judgment Day is too fucking bigger than anyone thought they were going to be. So, I mean, eventually it's going to happen. I don't see it happening tomorrow, but Raul, I mean, I wouldn't be shocked if you were correct.
The way they could do it so that they technically don't break up but still have some dissension is if Priest comes in, cashes in during the match, makes it a triple threat, sort of like Rollins did at WrestleMania.
Mm-hmm.
and then he wins it that way.
Maybe.
I guess we shall see.
But I'm still picking my Finn man.
Yeah, same here.
Oh, there's the match I don't want to see.
Stop. It's just this is it. The story in this one should end here. Cody versus Brock. Part 3.
Part 3. The trilogy
they each got 1 win, 1 loss. Let's hope this doesn't end in a draw, because then it'd be 1-1-1, and we're gonna see a 4th match of this.
Oh. No, please, no more. But I'm going Cody. Because his doc just came out. I want people to watch his documentary. So like, this guy got to win. If he loses, no one's gonna want to watch a fucking documentary about a loser.
Oh, you're right. I'm going Cody too.
I mean, I think Brock has accepted the fact that he's there now to put the old younger guys over, or else he wouldn't be losing the way he's been losing the last year or so. I think he's accepted it. So,
what's bothering me from all of this is just I'm thinking back at. I haven't even finished the documentary, Imagine. So I know it finishes with him at WrestleMania and Roman. But how the F did we end up from that to him having 3 matches against Brock Lesnar in 1 year?
No, I agree.
Why was this a thing? This feels, again, just like filler for Cody. So if Cody doesn't win this, my God, did they drop the ball with him this year?
Yep.
So hopefully, we got Triple H in the back there. Hopefully this is where Cody, moves on.
I think he has to win. Like, not even whether he is, he has to. No matter what I pick, he has to. If he loses, he's set back. How far is he going to drop again? Far.
He would literally have to win the Royal Rumble again, and they're not going to give it to him back to back like that. It just makes no sense.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't. So I think he has no choice but to win.
Same. So Cody over Brock. And then finally, the main event. Or how's it that Mark Henry says it? It's time for the main event. We have the undisputed WWE Universal Champion Roman Reigns versus Jey Uso in tribal combat. And according to Roman, all the elder tribal men, or what he calls them, are going to be in the stadium.
Ooh, that's interesting. Alpha, Sika, Rikishi, The Rock, maybe. I don't know. I don't see Roman losing still. So I mean, I think he's gonna whole another year. That's a lot. I don't know. I don't think he loses to Jay. I just don't. I think he's not losing until he fights Cody again. That's just how I feel. However, let's not forget, we forgot to bring this up before. A certain Viper has been spotted arriving in Detroit this weekend. Confirmed by many different people. So where Randy's going to show up, I don't know.
Maybe the Battle Royal?
Maybe. He might show up and win that goddamn thing. Who cares? Not that has anything to do with this match. I just wanted to bring that up before we forgot. So, yeah, so Randy Orton is in Detroit this weekend, people. Either he's going to sign autographs or he's going to be finally coming back. As far as this match goes, I just don't see Roman losing it to Jay. So I'm going with the Tribal Chief.
No, I'm there with you. I acknowledge him as well. I think he'll win this. I think Jay got his win at what was that last pay-per-view? Whatever the hell it was.
Money in the Bank. No?
Money in the Bank, yeah, Money in the Bank. I think he got his win over there. This is Roman's time. He's not giving up that tribal, the Tribal Chief moniker. I do think, though, something has to happen at the end. Like I don't think Roman is winning this clean, and I think it's gonna bring out the elders to come out and set up something.
It better, because I was on board with the whole bloodline, but now even I'm like, oh, it's got to stop. It's got to stop eventually. So, yeah, And I'd like to see the elders pop up. That'd be pretty awesome. They look like the end of fucking Hobbs vs. Shaw or something like that.
What?
Only Samoans running around.
With that, one last thing, because I know we're about to wrap up. As always, I have the DraftKings pool,
That's right.
the free pool. I forgot how much money I won last time. I think I won like $6 or something like that. But let me pop it up here. It is for that match, the free SummerSlam 25K pool. So as always, we'll do this live if you want to. Again, DraftKings does not sponsor us yet, but you can go and log into DraftKings and do this free pool. And if you get all these right, or most of these right, you split the pot, and hey, it's free money. Why not do it? It can't hurt. So the first one is who will win the match. At consensus, we both just said Roman Reigns. So go ahead and I'm going to click that bad boy. How will the match end?
Other.
So the options are pinfall, submission, or other. You think other? So what? DQ? No, there's no DQ.
Oh yeah,
tribal combat is no DQ.
Pinfall then, because there's no way submitting.
All right. Will Solo Sikoa enter the ring during the match?
Yes.
Yeah, I think that's an easy yes. Will Jimmy Uso interfere in the match?
Yes.
Agree with you there. Will Paul Heyman betray Roman Reigns during SummerSlam?
No.
If he does, that would be a huge swerve.
He loves his tribal chief.
How many tables will be broken during the match? None, one, or more than one?
We got 2 announced tables. I'm gonna go with more than one.
Okay. I think for sure one of the announced tables is going. I just don't know if they're gonna set up another table. But it could be. It's not gonna be none. How many tribal elders will appear as part of the match? Over 1.5, under 1.5. Some were the bosses itching here.
Over 1.5.
It would be, yeah, right? I feel like it's either Alpha and Sika come out, not one, or like one of them is not going to come out unless only, the People's Champ comes out by himself. But
no, I think Alpha, Sika, Rikishi. I throw in some extras that we don't know about. Cousin Jeff, whatever.
Jeff.
I don't know.
That one cousin that has the whitest name in the Samoan family.
It's like a little tiny white guy. Hey, I'm Samoan. Whatever.
It's like he got married into the elder.
He's only eldered by death, so poor Jeff has to come in and represent the elders. No, yeah, I think it's definitely over one because Alpha, Sika, and Rikishi right there, so that's 3.
Yeah. And then we have which will happen first? Jay super kicks Roman, Roman spears Jay, or neither occurs. I'm pretty sure one of them is going to occur, if not both.
That's a guarantee. I'm going to go with Jay super kick because that dude super kicks for entire matches.
I agree with you. I think that happens before Roman hits the spear, because I think once Roman hits the spear, it's one of those, like, it's gonna end, even though I think he'll hit more than one. But yeah, I think super kick happens before spear.
Oh yeah, definitely. Without a doubt in my mind. Without a fucking doubt in my mind. I think that's it. Right? We got everything?
I think so. Raul's with you there. Well, I guess you brought up the Randy Orton thing. He said Roman will win and keep the title. And his next opponent, they're in Saudi next. His next opponent in Saudi is going to be Randy Orton.
So I think Randy will pop at the end though, just to make a hey, I'm here appearance. Interfere? I don't think so. I doubt it. He's not the interfere kind of guy if it doesn't help him. So I don't know. True. He's not going to screw Roman to face Jey Uso at Saudi Arabia. Sorry,
so I feel like if anything, if he does pop up at the event, it might be in that battle royal since also Riddle's in it, and it might just be like one of those like cool things where like, oh look, Randy, and then whatever, they eliminate each other.
I agree 100%. All right, I think we're gonna wrap it up there. I think we covered almost everything, right? I think we did. Oh, yes, actually, one thing though, I know you wanted to bring it up before we do go. Vinnie Mac, Vinnie Vinman, thought his legal troubles were over. They are not. FBI or whoever ransacked his fucking office and his house again looking for stuff. This is not over. The sexual thing. You should know if they don't find something to one thing, they're going to come at you for something else. And they are. And it's not good. And like you said, what do you say? He just happened to need surgery all of a sudden.
So yeah, after he got his subpoena, he ends up it comes out that he's getting spinal surgery. This is new news to me because we've seen videos of this man. I mean, we know he's older, but he's still working out. Pretty sure he's taking supplements and eating his vitamins and drinking his milk. It's just the timing is funny, and a lot of people go back to the steroid trial where he's going on trial, and then he shows up to court with a neck brace, and it's like, hey, what happened to him? So is he trying to get a little sympathy here for this?
I would not put it past Vinnie Mac. He's evil. He's an evil man. So we'll get into that again next show. We got more info, but I would not. I mean, I wouldn't put it past him. I really wouldn't. I mean, let's be all honest. We all have a feeling that Vince is not exactly the nicest guy in the world to women behind closed doors. I just don't see. I think that character he played way too close to home.
It's like what they say. You just you play yourself turned up to 10.
I think he was on 20 or 30. So the shit he did, excuse me, with the women were fucking shocking. So, Dan, I appreciate everything you've done, but yeah, they're not going to stop till they get you, pal. Good luck with that. Yep. So on that note, Dave, do we have any final parting words that you'd like to say to the crowd?
Everyone enjoys SummerSlam. And I acknowledge our tribal chief as always.
I agree. Raul, thank you for joining us, my friend. Next week, hopefully. We didn't do our suspects, though.
Oh, we didn't.
Fuck, gotta do the suspects. God damn, we can't go without the suspects. All right, so real quick, I'm only gonna do like 3 suspects. My number 1 suspect of attacking Eric Zant, A to Z, the bad guy himself, is Brutus Beefcake. I think Brutus watches his show, and I think he hears all the stuff that Eric says about him. He took matters into his own hands, especially after we were making fun of him for the Booty Man, and the Zodiac, and all that other stuff that we make fun of him for. I think he was the one. Secondly, Gil. Eric likes to pick on Gil. That's right, I said it. Gil, who was on this very show.
The guy that's in the opening credits?
The guy that's in the opening credits, a member of Pop Culture Pros. Eric likes to pick on him for going to movies all the time and not coming on this show anymore. So Gil is my number 2 suspect. And number 3, I don't have a number 3. Those are my top 2 suspects. My number 3, I think, would be Don from Am I on the Air? Because Eric likes to pick on him too. And then you got the whole Sunshine and Rainbows connection. Or, 2 guys who love everything and don't like being disparaged. Those are my top 3.
I got you there with though. I think besides Don, the top 2 there are I think on point. I think one person that would be on mine would be the gentleman who used to be the mayor of your quiet little town of Deposit.
Oh, the former mayor.
Yeah, I feel like maybe the former mayor might have something to do with this. It's been rather quiet ever since that one show.
That's true. That's very true.
Well, we have to do a lot more investigating here and figure out who.
We'll figure it out. Well, Eric is locked away in parts unknown, rehabbing, hitting the weights. I heard he's even beating The Rock to the gym in the morning. Rock's there at 4. Eric's there at 3:57, beating him by 3 minutes, hanging and banging in the gym, getting ready, come back. Hopefully he'll be back next week. I can't wait to talk about Dark Side of the Ring, the Bash at the Beach 2000, because, oh Lord, here we go. This is literally going to be Montreal Screwjob Part 2.
I'm watching it tonight then, after Cody.
And I said, I'll send you the footage of Hogan. Like I said, I'm watching this, and Hogan tells his story, and Bischoff tells the story. I'm going, that's completely fucking false. I have the footage of Hogan saying what was supposed to go down, and Bischoff completely flipped it. I was like, someone is fucking lying. And then Vince Russo just saying bro 17 times and hates wrestling. The guy hates wrestling. Stop putting him on wrestling shows if he hates wrestling so much. Bro, I hate wrestling, bro. Bro, I hate it. That's what he says. So, you know what? Fuck you, Vince Russo, bro. I don't like you, bro. I don't think you're responsible for anything good, bro. Fucking asshole. But yeah, so hopefully next week Eric will be back. But we're gonna go back. We're gonna cover all the dark sides that we missed. Doink, Bam Bam. I think that's where we left off. Adrian Adonis, and then the Bash at the Beach. This week is Marty Jannetty. Holy shit! Can't wait for that one. He supposedly buries a lot of people. Says a lot of shit he's not supposed to say. I'm sure Shawn Michaels is somewhere fucking praying, telling his wife, I'm sorry. Because that should be a good one.
See, it was before you.
Yeah, and we'll get back into the results of SummerSlam. Hopefully that's good. Preview the next one. Move on to our next rewatches. I don't know what we're going to do next. I was thinking maybe King of the Rings. Watch some old King of the or Saturday Night's Main Events maybe. I love Saturday Night's Main Event. I still do to this very day. So, yeah. All right, so let me shoot this fucker up. Gotta make sure we.
Thank you, Raul. Have a good night.
Yeah,
I think you should end us with some Bay action
on your theme song.
Yeah,
I will do that, ladies and gentlemen. Can you hear it? You hear it right now?
No,
you can't hear it.
No, you have to. It's not added to the stream right now.
I do have to add it. Okay. I thought I'd get away without showing it. Oh, if I show it though, it'd play it.
No, you don't have to show it. I think it still plays it without it. No, here, let me try it.
Yeah, it does.
Oh, it does. Isn't there a way to just put the? I thought the boss said there was a way to.
Well, if I do this, and then I play it, it should play, right? Yeah. Greatest new theme song in wrestling. On my ringtone. All right, ladies and gentlemen, SummerSlam tomorrow, 8 o'clock. Next week, just watch all our shows. Facebook, YouTube, X, X,
TikTok,
Instagram. See you guys next week.
Baby, my name's like a torture and take full of propane. Bring heat, real steam, and that's a whole place in gasoline. Sky high, ball track.